Thrown to right center field. That's a base hit. Stopped at third as Walker runs through the stop sign. Garcia guns him down. Tony Perez-Chica giving a clear stop sign to Christian Walker, who just barreled through it.
Welcome back to another Valley Sports Plug Arizona Diamondbacks playoff recap for Game 3 of the 2023 MLB World Series. I'm Michael Benjamin, and joining me tonight is VSP Tallman, here to break it all down for you. So let's get right into it. The Arizona Diamondbacks head back to the Valley of the Sun, splitting the first two games with the Texas Rangers in Arlington. Brandon Pfaadt was on the mound for the Snakes, battling against future first ballot Hall of Famer Max Scherzer for the Rangers. The juice was in the building. Let's just say we couldn't get the squeeze out of it. So let's take a quick look at the scoring breakdown. It was a stalemate to start this one off until the top of the third, as Nathaniel Lowe came in to score off a Marcus Semien single. On the very next at-bat, on the first pitch, Corey Seager slams a two-run, 421-foot shot to right, and the Rangers took a 3-0 lead. To be honest, it was a bit of a snooze fest until the bottom of the eighth, when the Diamondbacks showed a bit of a pulse as Emmanuel Rivera came home to score off a single from Geraldo Perdomo. That was it for the Diamondbacks tonight, as Jose Leclerc throws a perfect ninth, propelling the Texas Rangers to a 2-1 lead in the 2023 World Series. One-off mistakes and not taking advantage of opportunities seemed to be the difference in this slow showing from both teams. But I got to know how Tallman is feeling about this one. So Tallman, how are you doing after Game 3?
Yeah, Mr. Benjamin, it was a tough loss. But hey, World Series are back in Phoenix, Arizona. First World Series game in 22 years. And boy, was it a beautiful sight. They had the roof open finally. My goodness, that ballpark is just a different atmosphere when that roof's open. And man, I don't know about you, but the flyover was incredible. That pregame was great. And it was awesome to see that type of game, and all eyes that were on Phoenix, Arizona for this game tonight. And the fans showed up, man. It was packed with D-backs fans. They were there rooting on their team, making it loud, making it tough on the opposing team. You wanted to see the D-backs get started early, and it appeared like they were doing just that against Scherzer when they stepped into the plate. He exits in the start of the fourth inning with back tightness, and on comes John Gray, which it just seemed like no D-backs hitter could get anything going against him. And then before you know it, we're going into the seventh inning with 0 runs on the board for us. One big one I want to talk about here, Christian Walker getting thrown out at home. I know everyone was saying, and even Christian Walker said it himself, that, he took all responsibility for that, saying that it was a mental error on his part. But I'm kind of concerned about Tony Perez-Chica there, the third base coach, just going crazy. You see him waving the go. And at the last minute, he didn't give big boy Christian Walker enough time to really stop on third base. And he was already trucking it, committed. But I think on both parts, Perez-Chica needs to know that's Adolis Garcia throwing it in, and he needs to know that stop sign needs to go up right away. That turned out to be a big loss for the D-backs, and it seemed like the momentum changed after that. That was the bottom of the second. You go to the top of the third, and then that's when the Rangers did all their damage against the D-backs. You wanted to see the D-backs score first in this game, and it looked like we were going to score first on the bottom of the second, because when we score first, the D-backs are 7-0 in this postseason. But wait, someone's better than us. When the Rangers score first, they're 8-0, and now guess what? They're 9-0 this postseason when they score first. But Rangers are a good team. They're scrappy. They outplayed us today. We couldn't get anything going on the offense. But let's think of the plus side. Didn't have to use the bullpen a lot. None of our high leverage bullpen arms had to go in. Think back to Game 2. Didn't have to use any of those guys too, because we basically blew out the Rangers in Game 2. And then on the other side, it's negative for the Rangers. They had to use a lot of their bullpen arms. So we have a little upside going into Game 4 when you talk about relief pitching, especially when Game 4 for the D-backs is going to be a bullpen game. But the Snakes are alive, and there's a lot of baseball left to play in this World Series.
You're right, Tallman. A lot to ponder as we move forward, and we'll see how each team responds to adversity. Because you have to keep in mind, Texas Rangers right fielder Adolis Garcia left this game in the 8th after he tweaked his lower back on a flyout. So we'll even see if he'll be ready to go. And we do have to give some love to Ketel Marte as he continues his major league leading postseason hitting streak to start a career to 19 games. Shout out to Ketel. But there's no rest for the weary as this series rolls right along. Game 4 will be played on All Hallows Eve, staying in Phoenix at Chase Field. First pitch scheduled for 5:03 Arizona time. And we're rolling right along, bringing you a recap of every Arizona Diamondbacks game through the remainder of the postseason. So make sure you like the video, subscribe, and stay tuned for all the Valley Sports and Arizona Diamondbacks action. With that being said, I'm Michael Benjamin. That's VSP Tallman. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.